I'm being a risky little fella in doing this right now. I have a baby sleeping upstairs and oh, reconnecting. I hope I'm coming through okay. Yeah, I have a sleeping baby upstairs and I have a naughty puppy roaming free. I just have this cool case that sticks. I'm just sticking it on. It's got a like shiny backing on it and it sticks to my computer monitor. Oh no! Hi Kendrick! I just saw your message and yes, I'd love to talk as soon as I'm finished here. I think I have like an hour until my call. I have this cool case that just sticks to the glass, but it keeps saying reconnecting, so let's see how we get on. Something I've been revelationing, if that's a word, in something this week. I'm really stepping into some deep inner work right now, and it is fun, and yeah, I'll show you the case. Like, it's really cool. I'll show you the case at the end of the call. It's very cool. It's called an anti-gravity case, and it's like it's a normal phone case, and on the back it's kind of shiny. It's not sticky, it's just kind of got this kind of funny wetsuit feel to it, and you can just stick it to any flat surface, so it's amazing. So it's like I'm hands-free, it's stuck to the thing. It has fallen off before now, so it's not without its risks, but let's see how we go. But yes, I have a naughty puppy roaming. Hello you. And I have a baby sleeping upstairs. Oh, did you go outside, you good boy? So let's see how we do. No, you're fine, don't apologise. So, I'm doing some deep inner work right now. And there's so many layers to this and so much stuff I want to share with you, but I'm trying to break it down piece by piece. Here's what happened yesterday, and if you're on my email list you will know this. Yesterday I posted here that I was going to go live at midday, and it came to midday and I went live. I think I might have been like a minute or two late. I went live and I had all these different people like popping up that I've never seen on my live stream before, and I was like, this is cool. Like, I don't know what's going on, but I really like it. And then after I was finished, I went back to edit the title and I couldn't find it. I was like, where is my live stream? It's vanished. And I just couldn't find it anywhere. And then as I was looking through my Facebook feed later, it popped up and I was like, oh cool, there it is. I can edit the description, that's brilliant. Then I got a notification that somebody had commented that I hadn't heard from for ages. So I went to the video and I went to reply to them, and instead of coming up with my icon from my page, it was coming up with my avatar, my icon from my personal profile. And I was like, that's weird, it keeps switching to my personal profile. And then the penny dropped. I totally, inadvertently, went live yesterday talking about my business stuff from my personal page, which sounds like, I know, who cares, whatever, but for me that was a huge deal because it was something, come up here, it was something that I've been resisting doing for a really long time, because I was like, what if my school friends see, or what if my parents see, or what if my next door neighbours see, like, you know, me in a completely different context to what they're used to. It's a bit like, you know, taking your next door neighbours to work with you, I guess. Anyway, I was totally grossed out by it. So much of me wanted to delete it, but I left it there and I pushed through it because I was realising I was totally in the should zone. Like, I should not be doing this from my personal page. I should be doing it from my business page. And then I stepped into the could, you know, like, well, I could just leave it. I don't have to delete it, you know, which is what I was telling myself I should do. I could just leave it and see what happens. And I could see who comments and who it reaches and who I connect with. And that's what I did. And it was really uncomfortable, much like this puppy mouthing on me. But I did it. And it was growth. And what I realised when I was journaling yesterday, see, journaling is new to me. People always talk about journaling. And I'm like, although I'm like the queen of anything I can get my hands on mindset related, journaling is something that I really resist because I'm like, oh, I don't want to do it. I don't really like writing with a pen. But yesterday I did 2 full pages of journaling about what my business should be like. And I really realised, you know, I place a lot of should on how my business should be run and what I should be doing and which mentors I should work with and what programs I should buy and what actions I should take. And we don't have to, hello, Marlon. We don't have to live our lives or run our businesses that way, you know. And what if we stepped out of should mode into could mode. So we have options, and they're not always immediately visible to us, but they're there. And sometimes it just takes an accident, although I don't believe in accidents or coincidences. I really believe everything happens for a purpose. But sometimes these things happen to nudge us out of our comfort zone when we would really rather they didn't. And to just let us know that actually it's okay. Even if these things happen, you know, what's going to nudge you even further out of your comfort zone? And then I wrote down this topic yesterday to live stream this today because I knew I wanted to talk about it. And then we went to send out an email last night. I drafted it out in Evernote. I sent it to Monica, my assistant, and I was like, if you could send this out in Infusionsoft, that would be great. And she sent it out, and when it came to inboxes, which I wouldn't know about, hi Jackie, I wouldn't know about because obviously I am not checking my emails at the moment. It was broken, and it had missed off the last 3 or 4 paragraphs of stuff, which is where I'd really kind of got personal and talked about, you know, the fact that I haven't spoken to the people on my email list since before Christmas, and, you know, how was 2017 going, and I just wanted to start a conversation. But where it had cut is where I had typed a smiley face, and it turns out Infusionsoft does not like emojis or smiley faces, so it just broke off the rest of the content of the email. And again, like when Monica told me about it, I was just going to bed and I was like, oh man, like, you know, that's broken, and should we send it out again? And I caught myself again saying, should we do this? Or what should we do? And then it's like, okay, let's forget what we should do. Let's think about what we could do. And it's like, well, we could just trust that where it broke off was where it was meant to break off. And the message has been received. And here's the thing. I did go into my emails today because I wanted to see what it looked like. From my desktop, mind you, I have still not added, if you saw yesterday's live stream, which I shared here, although I did it on my personal page, I've deleted the Gmail app from my phone. So I don't have email on my phone at the moment. So I came in on my desktop to look at the Gmail, and I had so many responses to that email of all people, because it just finished off with hit reply and tell me what you think. And there was no sign off, there was no name, there was no PS, all the usual things that I put in my emails were gone. And it had a massive, amazing result. So there were 2 things that happened yesterday, accidentally for me, that really confirmed the download that I got while I was journaling of stepping out of should and into could. And I wrote that when I was writing about my business, and I can't remember which book I wrote it in now. I think I wrote it here. And I was just like, I love this. I'm all about this. I wrote, my business is about to become my vision, and that vision is to help others step out of the should into the could. And I'd never said that before. But I was like, as soon as I wrote it, I was like, yes, I love this. And I actually wrote, ooh, I love this. And my business supports a beautiful life for my family, and we all engage in it and celebrate it. And that's what I want to create. That's what I am creating. So again, you know, switching from should to could, switching from want to will or am, it's just tiny adjustments that make a huge, huge difference. And I hope that that message resonates, because I feel like I just felt compelled to share it. Felt like it was something that would land in the laps of the people who needed to receive it, and that it would give you a tiny reframe that would just let you adjust something in your day. And I feel like if you heard this, this is going to stick, and you're going to hear my voice or remember this live stream at some point today. And I would love you to let me know. Come back here and comment or message me, whatever it is. Just let me know if you reframed something from, oh, this is what I should do, into, what could I do? Or this is what I could do. Do you see the difference? I hope the difference makes sense to you. Thank you for the reactions. I really hope this resonates, because it's something that with me, as soon as it came out of my fingers, because it did, it flowed out of my fingers, I was just like, oh my goodness, it makes so much sense. I get it now. And I felt like that was meant to land on me. Something else happened yesterday. I was with a client and I was writing out notes. I actually posted this on Instagram and shared it in a photo below. I was talking to a client, and you can see I doodled at the bottom. I know it's backwards to you, but it says expect miracles. And she was, at the time where I wrote that, I was not consciously aware of what I was writing. I was had my pen in my hand, and I actually drew the circle first and then wrote expect miracles in it in capitals. And as I told you, I don't really write. you know, I'm not really a fan of writing. So it was kind of weird to me that these words were like on my paper, and I was listening to her and looking at her on the screen, and then when I looked down at my notepad where I'd written all the notes about our session, I was just like, she was describing the most magical transformation that she'd had with a client, and it gave me goosebumps when she explained it. And then when I looked at my pad, I was like, whoa, and I just held it up to her, and it said expect miracles on it. I was like, oh my god, I just wrote this on my pad and I didn't even know I was doing it. It just came out while I was listening to her talking. So there, magic is unfolding, magic is everywhere. I'm very excited about the more magic coming out and embracing the magic everywhere. I am, oh, low battery warning. I have so much to share with you. Honestly, this has been such a journey already, 2017. I'm very excited about seeing what else unfolds. I have a lot of travel plans coming up. I'm going to be in New York third week of March, 17th to 22nd of March, and end of April and first week of May. So if you are in New York or you're going to be in New York, I would love to know, and I would love to connect, and I would love to meet you and sit with you and have a coffee in real life. So please let me know that too. So I'm going to go. I have managed to have a chilled out dog on my lap. Baby is still asleep. Husband is coming home soon. And I have an awesome call lined up. 2 awesome calls lined up actually. Kendrick, if you're still here, I will call you now. All right guys, speak to you later.